This is a demonstration on how to install a package of bees. This package contains 3 pounds of bees, which is about 10,000 honeybees. Also in the package is a queen that is housed inside a queen cage. Now these bees are very calm, and we've all read about how to install a package, but I don't think if you can't get the true value of installing a package unless you absolutely see it done. And that's what I'm going to do for you right now. So the first step is to take off this piece of plywood that's covering the entrance of the package. So you, with your hive tool, you just pry that piece of plywood right off. Now that exposes the feeder can. This can contains sugar water with 2 holes in the bottom. This piece of metal right here is actually holding the queen cage from falling into the package. Now you just work your hive tool in the edge and grab the can with your fingertips. Once you grab the can and you start working the can up, you can hold the queen cage with your other hand and just move that can gently back and forth. Now you can see I'm doing this actually without a veil, and I'm an experienced beekeeper. I've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. So please don't feel that you have to do this. I just want to demonstrate on how calm the bees actually are. Now, we had to, the bees had built a little bit of wax on the can. So we have to go in and actually bring out the queen. Now she has all her attendants around her. So what we have to do with the queen is, first we're just going to shake these bees right off. Okay? Exposing the queen in the cage. If you notice, this end has candy in it, which is for the purpose of a slow release for the queen. Now we're going to want to dig out that piece of cork, and again, just with your hive tool, pull out that corner. Now I have some comb here that is already drawn out. If you don't have comb that's already drawn out, you can put your queen with the candy end facing down. You can put your queen on this frame and attach it with an elastic that'll hold her there. Okay, so now I have the queen pushed in to the wax. When I remove this queen in a couple of days, the bees will repair that wax. They're pretty amazing on what they can do. Now, what I'm going to do is insert this frame into the hive. I'm going to try to push these frames close together. I may not get them close together now, but when I remove the queen cage later on, I'll be able to push those frames nice and tight together so the bees draw out that bee space properly. Okay, now I'm ready to install this package of bees. Again, 10,000 bees are going to be dumped into this hive. I've removed 2 frames, and then I'll put those frames back in after I install the bees. Okay, ready? I'm going to shake the bees in. Now, I'm going to bang on this cage a little bit so I can get all the bees. They'll be balled up in the bottom here. And again, I can get almost all these bees out. Now I can put the cage right here. The rest of the bees will crawl in to the hive. I'm going to install the last 2 frames. Boy, these bees made the trip from Georgia to Massachusetts, and they're really happy now to have a home. I'm pushing the frames nice and tight together. Now I'm going to put on my inner cover. I'm just going to move the bees off the edges a little bit with my hive tool. And now I put the inner cover on. Now the most important thing once you've installed the package, is to be able to feed these honeybees. They need to draw out comb, they need to build up so that they have food to feed their eggs. So, the way I'm going to do is a nice simple, I'm going to put a couple of sticks here. I have a can of sugar water with holes in the bottom, and I'm going to put that right on top of the hole so the bees can feed out of those holes. Once that's done, I'm going to put an empty box on top, and then I'm going to put my outer cover on, and now my bees from Georgia are now my own bees. And that's all there is to installing a package. Have fun with your honeybees.